Hello, I'm Warning Coordination Meteorologist Logan Johnson at the National Weather Service Office, San Francisco Bay Area, located in Monterey, California. This is a high-impact weather briefing for the arrival of a series of Pacific storms to impact the San Francisco and Monterey Bay areas for mid to late week. Please do not use the information contained here afternoon, Tuesday, November 27th, as it will be subject to change. While this past weekend brought dry weather across the area, there are big changes headed for the San Francisco and Monterey Bay areas by midweek. A strong Pacific low pressure will move towards the area and bring a series of storm systems with significant rainfall over a few days, which will produce flooding on smaller streams, ponding on area roadways, and rising water levels on large rivers. Winds will also increase Tuesday and into Wednesday from the south as the storm approaches, followed by a second period of higher winds in the second storm on Thursday. These will be the greatest impacts, and we'll take a look at these in a little more detail. Significant rainfall is expected across the area from the series of storm systems. The first storm will arrive by early Wednesday morning, with the second arriving by Friday and into Saturday. Heavy rain is expected in the North Bay and the higher terrain of Monterey and Santa Cruz Mountains, where 8 or more inches is expected from the two storms. The graphic here shows rainfall totals through 4 a.m. Saturday only. More rainfall is expected later Saturday and Sunday. Final totals in the North Bay and the higher terrain over 10 inches are expected. Visit the cnrfc.noaa.gov website for forecast rainfall information. With the significant rainfall, there will be flooding concerns as well. Small creeks and streams are expected to flood in favored locations, especially in the higher elevations. Rising water levels can be expected on large rivers, especially in the North Bay, like the Russian and Napa rivers. The graphic here shows forecast for the Russian River and the rises expected. Note that the pink line to the right shows the expected water levels on the Russian River, which, while they will rise sharply by this weekend, are expected to remain below flood stage at this point. Urban flooding issues, in addition, will be enhanced and complicated by tree debris, like leaves and small branches that can fall and clog storm drains. Increasing south winds will be one of the impacts from the approaching Pacific storm system. Winds will begin to pick up late overnight Tuesday and into Wednesday. The winds will increase across higher terrain early Wednesday and spread down to lower elevations during the day on Wednesday. Additional strong winds will return with a second storm in late week. These strong winds can produce some damage, especially over the high terrain. Winds in the low elevations of 25 to 35 miles per hour will gust up to 45 miles per hour, but more significant will be the high elevation winds, which could gust up to 60 miles per hour. Winds of that strength have the potential to knock down some trees and/or power lines. Marine impacts will be significant this week with the storm systems. Increasing winds by late Tuesday night should reach gale force at 35 to 40 knots, with gusts to 50 knots. All of the local Pacific waters, as well as the San Francisco and Monterey Bay waters, will be in a gale watch for this midweek for the potential of strong winds. Also hazard are the high seas in the Pacific, as the strong winds will produce seas of 14 to 18 feet well offshore. The next scheduled update will be Tuesday, November 27th, as more information and accurate details will be available then. Unscheduled updates can occur if significant changes are expected to the forecast impacts. In the meantime, you can follow the San Francisco Bay Area National Weather Service on Twitter at NWS Bay Area. You can also follow us on Facebook, and the easiest way is to search for the U.S. National Weather Service San Francisco. You can always visit us on the web at weather.gov/San Francisco. Please share your feedback, and as the storm arrives, we'd love to hear how it's impacting you and your rainfall amounts and wind gusts. Thank you for watching.